Welcome back to another video. Just out here, these are my skits from yesterday in the gravel in BAF. Good fun. But yeah, today we're just gonna be lowering the front of this to, I'm not too sure, it'll probably be about the same, so just somewhat nice fitment. Just to close that gap. It's really nice. But yeah, other than that, I'll probably film going for a drive in it. Probably tomorrow, probably not today. But yeah, I was planning on going out tonight, so I bought another 2 of these. Only 266, and I'm like, I'll buy them just in case, because you know it'll probably be getting hot. So I'm like, I don't know. They look good, but I was like, I'll just buy a couple. They're cheap enough as it is. Better safe than sorry than be fucking area away from home and fucking probably be like, I don't know, 8 or 9 o'clock if by the time I'm in there and if it does break. But yeah, we'll just be lowering this, and then I'll be I'm not too sure. I'll be cleaning this thing, and then maybe later today I'll film a boost in it, or tomorrow, but either or. Yeah, she's just filthy. Same with the Falcons and my fucking Safari. They're just filthy as fucking. But yeah, I mean, you saw in the last video me doing skits in the gravel. I did that like 3 times, but I only filmed it once. Yeah, did one at the Clyde Dam, and then I think one on, what was that? It was Wanaka, and then there was another place on the way home on Saturday. Yeah, I'm not getting that car. I won't explain it. Fucking stupid people on Marketplace. They're like, yeah, you can come here. Like, cause I said I was gonna get it like the next day, like on Sunday, and then I'm like, oh, I can't come. And then she's like, oh, it's okay, it's all good. Just come the next weekend, no stress. And then she texts me the next day and she's like, so you coming today? I'm like, no, I told you I can't. And then she listed it for sale and sold it the same day. I'm like, some people, eh? It's like, what, do you forget the whole fucking conversation we just had? Fucking woman, eh? But yeah, whatever, I'm not getting that Falcon, sadly. But I mean, it saves me a trip to the fucking Greymouth. It wasn't the same colour as this, so I'm not too worried. It was another blue, but I was just going to punt it out and sell it to one of you guys. Because yeah, I wasn't going to list it up on Facebook, but I was going to show you maybe if one of you wanted to buy it. You could, if not, I was just going to part it out. But because I was going to get it for like $13.50. It's just a, I'm not sure what, is it Blueprint blue? I'm not sure. I call it Bitch Boy blue, but whatever. That light blue. It was a nice one of them. $13.50. Just needed like a front window and some ball joints for a waft, but I wasn't going to worry about that. I was just going to part it out. But yeah, anyway, get around to the workshop and get this thing on the lift, eh? Good, so I'll see you there. She is up. Yeah, that's the highest I can get the exhaust, because I don't know if you can tell. It hits, well, yeah, when you go over a bump, it just hits that top bit of the tow bar bit, which I mean you won't run into if you don't run a tow bar, but I mean they all really came with one. But yeah, just that, just the stock bit that came over, and then this was just like a bit of drive shaft that I'd done ages ago from one of my mate's cars when we took out the middle muffler when we were testing. Don't take out the middle muffler, take out the rear muffler if you do anything. They just sound like nothing really. They still sound like shit. Just take out the rear one, you'll be good. If you take out the middle one, you're not going to see really any difference in noise, maybe a little bit up high, but I mean, it sounds stock idling. But yeah, I just, what was it? It was, yeah, here. I just chopped it off there and put that, so I've tucked it up higher. So it's not scraping. It's still, just because I'm not sure how this bit's, I don't know, it's kind of angling down a bit. But like with the V-bands, I can twist it so it goes up. So, yeah, whatever. And the V-bands It's had a little bit of a beating, but whatever. It's just a temporary exhaust. But you can see 4 inch down to 3 inch down to like 2.5 or 2 inch or whatever. I think, yeah, that's 2 inch. And then, yeah, that's probably 2.5 and that's 2 inch, I think. And then, yeah, that's like 4 inch, I think. No, that's probably like 3.5 because I think the tip's 4 inch, I'm not too sure. Yeah, the tip's 4 inch. But, yeah, that's it. Talk all the shit you want. I know half of you cunts can't weld anyway. Plus it's temporary anyway and I don't care. It still sounds bent. It still looks good. It doesn't look like it's leaking. It looks like it's leaking, but it's not leaking. It's, yeah, I'm not too sure. It's just like water from like condensation, you know. Yeah, it looks good. It isn't leaking. It's just a little left over, but it's not. It's, yeah, keeping oil. It's not using oil anymore. That's not leaking, so that's good. Those are all tight still. They're still mint. Because, yeah, last thing I want to do is be on the dyno and the fucking thing blows off. Yeah, I haven't put the under tray back on yet. Just because I still need to hook up the horn. And, I don't know, there's a couple other little things. If you're wondering what wheels these are like Project D, Lenzo, whatever. They are the, it's a bit hard to see, race 4s, whatever. I got these on another Falcon that I had. They didn't look pretty good. Fucking camera will focus. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, just gonna do that because I don't know if I said I might be going to a meet. I don't even know if it's on yet. If you might know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, whatever. Most of you over in Australia and overseas anyway, so you won't be able to make it. Yeah, I don't know. Because, yeah, so it's got, yeah, those Cobra along springs in the rear. It's got those nice Northern bump stops, and then it's got brand new dip bushes, which I did when I did put this car all together. So she's all minty, and all that. If I can focus, it looks like it's split a little bit, but yeah, that looks fine. Just there's all the fucking shit next to it, all the dust. Yeah, new center bearing because you have to use a BA1 on the BF drive shaft, which this is, to make it work in the BA. Here's the old 6-speed auto, beauty. And yeah, this is just these lines and then the transmission cooler I've got off that other car. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not. That's why I just decided to run it. Takes that big old bitch off the side of the block there too, because it makes it so much easier if you have to change starter motor on the side of the road, which it's not really common, but I had, it probably came out to like somewhat there-ish. So I made it a little bit annoying, but whatever. Because yeah, the transmission cooler, just lines go from there to there, because the previous owner just had them looped. But luckily I just took it out, and yeah, that black pipe there, I just put the one that doesn't have the transmission cooler in it. Because I heard they leak, but whatever, I had the aftermarket one with this one anyway, so I was like, fuck it, just run it. Yeah, so things are a bit dusty. Surprisingly, this is the only thing I haven't touched in my car was the front suspension. I have not touched the front suspension at all. Like, I changed the ABS units, like the ABS tensors, and like I bled the brakes, which they still need bled, but yeah, didn't touch power steering, like the rack or that lower front. Like, I replaced the ball joint there for a waft, but whatever. All the knuckles are still, like, they're the only things that's still real BA other than like the body. I don't know, they don't look like sporty springs that are meant to come in these, but I can't remember. Yeah, they look like they've got too many I'm not sure if I can call them. But whatever, they will be going, and I'll chuck them on. So, I don't know, hopefully it lowers it down pretty decent. I'm hoping it's just suits. I'm hoping it's like the same as what this rear one is, so it just lowers it so that the wheels are, you know, somewhat flush with the guards, and you don't see like a gap in between the top of the wheel and all that. But whatever, anyway, enough ranting on. It's fucking 6 minutes already. I'll pop these wheels off, and I'll just show you what to do, and then I'll do it. Well, yeah, I'll take the wheel off and then tell you how to take the suspension off, which I'm lucky because I've already taken the ECU out, so I've got that thing just with the bolts. So that's easy as I can take out. But all good. And then I mean, I'll show you the rough thing how to take these springs apart. But I mean, you'll have to go to Super Cheap or whatever and grab some spring compressors. Which I think they cost like over $100, but I didn't buy them, so I don't know. All good. I'll get this all off and show you what to do, really. So I've got that wheel off, and yeah, I haven't done too much else. But yeah, just that bolt. I've unplugged that, sneak it under there, make it a bit easier. Undo the sway bar, link bolt, and then that, so that and that. That's all I do. Just that, those two, pull that back, and then the plugs. The bolts up top, which I'll show you in a second, but I didn't film it, but it's all back together. I mean, I didn't even show you it apart, but I just did it. It was real quick, but I think, I don't know, they're a bit different. Like this one's a bit taller, so I think I'm just gonna shove this one, even though it's fucked, and just sell those ones as two good pairs for someone else for like 150, 200 bucks or some shit. Get some money, and then I'll just buy brand new front shocks, I think, in the end, just make it easier, because they'll kind of need to be shortened shocks anyway, I think. Yeah, I'll just sell those ones, get some money, other than, you know, fucking around changing the springs. Just slap it back together, it should be fine. But yeah, it's not too hard. I think that one only took me like, I don't know, 20 minutes, not even. Didn't feel like it, but yep, that bolt, and then yeah, just the wire for the ABS. I just snake it back, or else it's a bit of a cunt when you gotta pull this back and over to get it out. Yeah, that one, take that off so this can come back and slop it over and finish the brake line, you know. And then yeah, I'll take this apart, and then I'll show you up top what to do. But I'll show you what I can do, because I don't have to worry about getting around the ECU. I can just take it out, which is good. But I'll take this apart, and then I'll show you that anyway. So yeah, done all that down there. But yeah, there's just bolt there, and then there's one down there. But luckily I've taken this out when I was changing all that shit anyway, so it's all just bolts. But all I need to do is just take the ECU out and do that. Makes it easy for me, but I doubt you would have done that. So it's just that bolt, and then yeah, that bolt, you can see a hint of it there. But all good. I'll take that out and then shove that shitty one back in, which, you know, some might hate it, but I mean, hey, unless you're doing it for a track car, you put shitty ones in there, aftermarket ones in it anyway. Like, yeah, if you're just putting like, you know, lowering springs on, I mean, you're just looking cool. they don't really make the thing ride better, but they just make it look cooler. Which, you know, whatever. But I've explained to you, yeah, I'm chucking the shitty one in, but obviously when it comes for its WAF in June or whatever, I'll have to buy new ones anyway, so whatever. Yeah, get my money back out of those. 150, maybe 200. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. I'll just take the ECU out, take these bolts out, and swap them over, and slap all back together. And I don't know. I'll show you. You know, once I get that side back together. Anyway, all good. It's on the ground, but I'm just going to show you a quick photo of before. Yeah, I forgot to take one now, but I chucked a photo in before that I have right now. That's what it used to look like, and now, yeah, it's a bit lower than the rear, a bit lower than I wanted it, but yeah, there she is. And yeah, there's the rear. So it's a bit lower than the rear. So it's a little bit lower than I'd like it to be, but I mean, shit. What are you gonna do? Just run it. It'll be fine. The back. Oh no, it should have settled by now. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll settle a little bit more of the back, just because it has been jacked up. The back, the front, yeah. As soon as I rolled it, it was went. But anyway, I'm going to take this thing home, clean it nice and clean now. I mean, I like how it sits. It looks a little weird because I think, I don't know, it might just be my eyes, but the rear looks like it sits higher than the front, but I don't know. Yeah, whatever, looks good. Yeah. You may be wondering why I'm cleaning it. Well, it was dirty as fuck. Plus, I'm going to a car meet tonight, which, yeah, sadly, if you're saying this now, it's already been, but it's one with Jimmy Oakes and Ralston, and then they're going to like Bush Inn. But I mean, some of you guys obviously fans of them, I would imagine, so you might see me there, who knows. But all good. So I might get a couple photos of some cars there or whatever, which I'll chuck in now. But yeah, other than that, all good. It's a couple of days on now from the meet, and I just kind of wanted to narrate somewhat on what was going on. So the meet started at 8 o'clock. It was meant to be in the Ralston industrial area, but it was like as soon as I got there, I literally just parked the BAF up, turned it off, wound up the window, and then it was like, the cops are kicking us out, so we had to leave. And then so we went to the MPD, which I'll throw in a couple photos now of yeah, I think I had like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 photos. I got to cruise with that Celica, that white Celica Supra, and that Datsun in front of it, and like an R31 on the highway onto the other spot. I didn't get any photos at the shop at the Bush Inn place, but I'll show you some photos now of some cars at the MPD. Got to add as well, I did grab this clip off somebody off Instagram, so it's not mine, but I'm just going to use it anyway, so it gives you a bit more of a look at I don't know, the cars at the meet. Yeah, I was parked behind that orange Starlet next to the car wash behind a FG XR6 Turbo. It was pretty cool. But yeah, we're there for probably, I don't know, felt like 20 minutes, and then the cops, they didn't like us there either, so then we went to Bush Inn, underground car park. We were there for maybe probably like 10 minutes as well. Well, I mean, people were probably there longer than me, but about 10 minutes, it felt like. It was probably longer, but honestly, yeah, people just started leaving. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? And then, yeah, I don't know, I got confused. I went to the fucking Morehouse countdown, but it turned out it was the countdown in Hornby. But I was just expecting, I only got confused because I was following that Celica Supra and the Datsun. I'm like, they know where to go, so I was just following them the whole time. Cool fact about that Celica, it was 2J swapped. I found that out at the underground bit at Bush Inn. You had to hit the hood popped. I'm like, oh no shit, it's got 2JZ. swapped into the old Celica Supra. That's pretty cool. But yeah, then where we left off, didn't get any photos in bush, and then I followed them. I don't know where they ended up going, but I went to Morehouse, and as soon as I got there, didn't see they were there, so I just went out, flipped a Yui, and went back to Hornby. And then yeah, got to Hornby. It was nice and packed down in the Countdown parking lot section, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I got from afar, I got to see a glimpse of Jimmy Oakes and Choice Guys there. I think his name is Guy Maxwell, and then there's Roman or whatever his name is. I don't really know him, but I do watch Jimmy Oakes, and I have watched a little bit of the Choice Files. But yeah, I'll chuck in a couple photos that I got right now. But yeah, all those are the photos I got. And I'm like, I didn't get a photo with him. But it turned out that so I was on Instagram a little bit later, and I seen like all these people I see get tagged and posts and all this shit. And then I seen this one girl that had a picture with Jimmy Oakes, and I seen my car in the background, which I'll show you now. I'll just put like a emoji over her face. Don't need to put her face on the internet any more than it is. I just be kind. I don't need to put her face in the video. She'd probably not rather, and easier for me to just put an emoji on it than have it in. So I'll just show you that photo now. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. You can see the Falcon back at the back next to that 34. And then I didn't realize until later. I'm like, hold on a minute. So I took a photo just before I left, which I'll show you right now. And yeah, at the time I didn't think anything. I just took the photo, and I was like, it's late enough. I'm still on my restricted. I didn't get home till 10:30, but whatever. That was my fault stopping at Macca's in Rollison. But I didn't think anything of it until I saw that post that she posted, and I'm like, hold up a minute. I lined up the times, and I'll zoom in now. It turns out I did get a photo of Jimmy Oakes somehow by accident. I'm like, oh shit, no shit. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's where my night ended up. Pretty cool. But yeah, it was cool getting to see all the people, seeing bunches of cars cruising with the R31, Celica Supra, and a few other cars on the highway. But yeah, that's where I'll end this video. It's been long enough already. I am filming this on Thursday, the day I meant to be posting it. It's like 9:30 now. It'll probably be a late upload, just because I wanted to kind of narrate all that, and I just wanted to come out here to the countryside. But yeah, it was definitely cool getting to see all them in New Zealand. Like it's just weird, really. Someone you've been watching on YouTube, over in States, they come over and they're in your hometown. But no, definitely cool getting to see all that. But no, hope you enjoyed the video. I know I didn't show you going for a dose in BAF, but we'll do that in the next video. Save me some content. Don't really have too much to film. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There might be a couple updates in the next video, like this maybe, and some other shit. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to sort stuff out because I want to do stuff, and I don't know, I'm thinking about letting a few things go, just so I can do that stuff. Because whatever. I'll discuss it in the next video, but I don't know. It was definitely cool getting to see Jimmy Oakes and all the gang. Yeah, in my hometown. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next Tuesday.